Listen well, brother. I'm listening.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
There can be only one.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Yes, I did. Bud Badaster. Justice Dabalina. David Glenn. Dean Krantz. Lord Bob Skull. Pacific 414. Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Thirsty Thursday here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Pete Dencott. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Lord Bob, how are you doing? David Glenn, Leia Rose, Project Storytime. Good morning, Pat S. What is up, Pat S? How are you doing, my friend? Good morning, Dean. What's up, Dean Krantz? The Dean is here. Zombie Box Review. What is up, ZBR? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Brandon Looney Tunes Fan 2000 is here. Good morning. Good morning, Brandon. Hope you are doing well. Six. How are you doing, Six? It's so good to see you, Six. Now I've said your name 6 times. Good morning. It is good to see you. Mephisto's Movie Reviews. Good morning. How are you? It is good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great week. It's almost over. We've got Thursday and Friday, and we are done. Really quick shout out, though, to Six. That's 7 times. Who sends a $10 super chat, and it is a Shiba Inu holding a heart. That is so sweet. Thank you so very much. Six. We're going to send you some toxic femininity first thing this morning. Skull! Justice Dathalina has gifted 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. Thank you so very much. Jester's Darth Arlena. Tim Hayes was gifted a membership. Steve was gifted a membership. Sean MNT was gifted a membership. Chris Fisk was gifted a membership, and Phil TMNT was gifted a membership. Thank you so very much. Hearts go out to Phil, who just lost his kitty cat the other day. Phil, we love you, brother. Thank you so very much, Darth Arlena, for those 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships. And ladies and gentlemen who got them, welcome to the Viking Horde. Skull! Snowed Up with the $2 super chat says on the road about 3 hours away from Dallas. Hope you get there safe, brother. And if anything happens, always remember to skull and tuck and roll. I love that. I love how that Harrier is just like, chew, bitch, nope, chew. Oh, after watching that movie again, as soon as I saw that part, I was like, holy shit, I got to make a skull out of that. A tuck and roll skull. Tuck and roll, bitch. Make sure you tuck and roll. Oh, man. Drive safe, my friend. Hopefully you get there. Everything's fine. And make sure you have a good weekend. Say hi to all the normal Dallas peeps for me, please, because there's no way I could make it this year. Next year, baby. I feel like what's his name, Rhodey, off of the original Iron Man. Next time, baby. Yeah, next year. But moving and wedding has consumed all. So, God help me. June Wong with $2 super chat says, "Rest in peace, kitty." Yeah, poor TMNT, man. I saw that tweet the other day, and I was like, dude, it sucks. It sucks losing the animal. They're not just pets. They're family. So, especially when you treat them like family, you treat them good. And you love your animals. They're always family. So, I don't know if we're gonna have a cat in the new. I don't think we will. I don't think we're going to. But much love, everyone. Skull and tuck and roll. See you Monday, Loki. Hell yeah. See you Monday, brother. Nina Green. Good morning, Loki. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Nina Green. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you this morning. I love what's going on Twitter. Twitter is such like a vast storehouse of great ideas. The Spider-Gwen thing is just amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Because we said so, it shall be. Can we have a Viking funeral skull for the honored dead, like the clip from How to Train Your Dragon 2? June Wong with a 10-month member chat. We can work on something. We can see something. I don't know if it'll be a skull though. The skull's like a celebration. It's like a cheers. And I understand that a funeral can, in a way, like the after party or whatever, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't know if I'll make it a skull though. I don't know if we might just do like a video clip. The boat thing is important. So I'll tell you that's the way I'm going out, is a boat. So I already said, cremate me, put my ashes on a little boat, put it out in the middle of the lake, set that little bastard on fire, and don't forget June Wong's $2. Did he do? Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, kitty. Thank you, June Wong, for that $2 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, June. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is! It's beautiful! Take your hat off, boy, that's a dollar bill!
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. I see Loki as more of a dog person than a cat person. That's true. We always had dogs growing up. So I had the first dog that was in my house was a little Cocker Spaniel Poodle mix, and her name was Aggie. She was a doll. She was a sweetheart. She was the sweetest little dog, the coolest, calmest little dog you could ever have. The second dog we got was Lady. She was a golden retriever. That was my dog, and she passed away right before we moved. She had like a heart problem, and we didn't know about it until she passed away. So, God bless her. She was only with us for like a year and a half, 2 years. That was it. She always slept under my bed. I love that dog. I didn't understand what happened, because she was just like, my mom takes me out to the park and she's like, look, your dog's gone. I'm like, what do you mean my dog's gone? Well, she passed away. The vet had her and she had a heart problem and she passed away. And I was just like, what the hell? I didn't get it. I was a kid. I was like 6 years old. I didn't understand it. Then we got Bear, and Bear was like my dog. I got to pick him out. So all the puppies. This was a golden retriever Australian Shepherd mix. Absolutely beautiful dog. All the puppies, I got to pick him out, and I picked out him. And he was like, what are you going to name it? And I was like, well, its name's already Bear. It's perfect. Bear. My dad wanted to name it Barkley, and I was like, no, we are not naming him Broccoli off the dude off Star Trek. You can name your next dog that. And he did, too. He named his next dog that. So, I got to hear that audio you recorded for West Moody last night. Really? The biker one? Heck yeah. I never got to do any more of that. He never followed up with more. I said I'd be more than happy to do more. But no, I love doing that too. I love doing that. I love recording audio. When anybody asks, guys, if you're like, Lieutenant Barkley, what the hell? Yeah, Broccoli. I was like, I'm not naming my dog Broccoli. Barkley. So the next dog he got, which was right before Bear passed away, this was after I moved out, he got a golden lab, and he named it Barkley, and I called it Broccoli. Don't call my dog Broccoli. Well, yeah, I'm going to call your dog Broccoli because you named him Barkley. What's up, Stig? What is up, Stig? So I had a couple dogs, never had a cat, never owned a cat. So I don't know. I'm a dog guy, but I mean, I could see, a cat chilling, as long as it's a chill cat. Almost said kill cat. Chill cat. As long as it chills and it's not like rowdy, I could dig that. I could dig that. It needs to like be cool and calm and collective though. Like, a good dog. Slips out of the shadows for a second. I'm getting cremated, then haunting one person just to drive her crazy. Ah, yes, Mary. Of course it would be Mary. Did the dog answer to Broccoli? Because then he claimed it. Yes, he did. I had a pity. She was 19 when she died. We love our animals. We absolutely love our animals. You got canceled. Welcome to the club. Oh yeah, I've been canceled since the beginning, Stig. Since the very beginning. Since we first started. Shit. There have been people that wanted me gone. That believed I betrayed the overlord of all things and went against the grain. And I was a meanie face, as Mexican Iron Man likes to call me, meanie head. Good morning, Mark. It's good to see you. It is good to see you. Our late Rottweiler was named Barkley's Freaky Jerry Fenris. Fenris! Fenris. Good name for a dog. It's Fenris. Freya. Good name, too. So, good woof. You betrayed Odin? No. No, not that one. Not that one. I didn't even betray the other one. I just went off and did my own thing, which I was encouraged to do originally, was go forth and create content. That's what he said. Go forth and make content. And I did. And I was suddenly a traitor. Fenrir is a good name too. Yeah, Fenrir is a great name. Fenrir is a great name for a dog. I still have the same dog I had when I was 12. Riley is so cute. I'm so happy. Happy dinosaur. I wish Bear was still around. There's no way he could be. Shit, it's been 30 years. He'd be 30 years old now. I got him when I was around 12 too. So, great dog. Absolutely great dog. Wonderful dog. Our pets. We love our pets, man. We really do. We really do. And I know I'm going like way off topic here. Spent the first 10 minutes talking about animals. Gestures Darth Arlena says, yeah, that sounds like my Kenobi. Of course your dog would be named Kenobi. He is very chill. Or cat. A cat. Your cat Kenobi. That sounds like a mischievous cat right there. Like he'd pop down out of nowhere and be like, hello there. I love that. Okay. That's great. Cat, not dog. But we love our animals. We absolutely love our animals. Normally good people do. Don't you love a channel where the land whale mods run everything? Land whale. Land whale. Oh, yes. Yeah, the butt plugs with teeth. Project Storytime. The butt plugs with teeth. God help me. Getting canceled by a couple of butt plugs with teeth. That was amazing. You got to love that. You got to absolutely love that. I'm not really worried, though. And that's where you got to live. You can't live in worry. You can't live worried that you're going to say the wrong thing, that you're going to bring up the wrong topic, that you're going to do something that hadn't been done before. You can't worry about any of that. You just do what you do. You've got people out there that right now that are trying to force what they believe is change, and all they've done is set people up against each other. Just look at the crap going on with Spider-Gwen right now. Look at all that. Look at that giant push out of nowhere for this character to suddenly be what they see, and they're like, we want this. Can't you let us have this? But it's not just that, is it? It's not just that. It's all of it. It's all of it. We want everything to be our way. It's because no one's ever told people no. And it just doesn't happen anymore. If you say no, you're a bad person. If you say no, that's not the way it is. That's not what was intended. You're a horrible person. Stig Kenobi, never question the narrative, especially when the narrative doesn't make sense. The anti-SJWs do not like that, and they will deal justice upon you behind the scenes. Harming my channel. Don't worry about it. You remember the old saying, do you do you, and I'll do me, and shit'll just work itself out. That's not the way it is anymore, is it? It's not the way it is anymore. You're either on this side or you're on this side, or you have to be a part of this group, or you're a meanie face. Dean Krantz says, Monty came up to me on the street one day and followed me to my truck. He has been with me ever since. One of my kids, there was this little ball of mischief that my daughter named Mac Attack, that I brought home from the shop. This dog, to get up to the hill where I worked up on this hill. It was like the nastiest, rockiest road you'd ever driven on to get up this hill to the shop that I worked at. And this dog just shows up out of nowhere, covered in stick-a-burros, and I felt so bad for it. It followed me around the shop all day and followed me to the car when I went to go home. And it's just sitting there looking at me like, can I please come home with you? And I was like, son of a bitch, get in the car. I get him in the car and I take him home and clean him up and get all the sticker burrs off of him. And he ends up getting named Mac. And my kid calls him Mac Attack. Was it El Perro? Was it El Perro, Shum? He was a curly haired this little white dog. And he had a penchant for running away and then showing back up cold and wet on the porch. He was a good dog. He was a good dog. So I was living out. I really want to get into this because this story does not have a happy ending. We were living out in Aurora, Texas. Aurora, it's as alien as it sounds, ladies and gentlemen. It's even got the grave of an alien in the town. When one of the little shits in the neighborhood offed him while we were out one day. So we come home and someone had taken him out. He was on his dog run, and one of the little bastards in the neighborhood took him out. And I was pissed. I was really pissed. And I'm like, who did it? Who did it? I was fucking pissed. 6'3" white boy that looks like, he just came, corn-fed white boy who came, looks like he just got off the farm, is seriously pissed off walking the neighborhood saying, who the fuck did this? I was so pissed. I was so freaking pissed. June Wong with the $10 super chat. The first time I got canceled, I was introducing a friend to the rest of my college class. At the Iraqi student, I said, and this is Ali, the errorist. Ali didn't find that funny. It was February 2002. Some people need to take a fucking joke. That'd be like, yeah, corn-fed white boy. What? I'm a big guy. But yeah, I was pissed. Poor dog didn't hurt nobody. Poor damn dog didn't hurt nobody. We adopted that dog because it was so pitiful. I felt so bad for it. It was just sitting there looking at me as I was getting in my car leaving to go home from work, and some idiot kid decides to have fun with it in not a fun way. So thank you, June Wong, for your $10 super chat, brother. You guys keep the fires burning bright. And thank God Mexican Iron Man's a lot like that. I mean, imagine if I'd have called him Brownie at the ICC con and he'd have been like, I'm not your frenzy friend anymore. He knows I love him and think of him like a brother. So this one's just for you, brother. Skull! Yeah. Good morning, Arwen. How are you doing? Arwen's like, hey, y'all, I'm here. I've got my box one. Not this early in the morning, probably. But hearts to everybody. How y'all doing? God, I can't wait till tomorrow. I think it's just going to be me and Arwen. Dave Bob has had a death in the family. All our love and prayers go out to Dave Bob. So he will be MIA tomorrow. I think it's just going to be me and Arwen, but we'll have an interesting Friday weekend review. I don't remember eating any corn. Project Cambrian. More like cornbread fed white boy. The cornfields of Iowa. Arwen stabbed me in the parking lot because I didn't want to share my Snickers bar with her. I have no Snickers now. Oh, really? We're going to have to get that. Stig, come on tomorrow. We're going to have to get that story. You're more than welcome to come on if you want to fill in for Dave Bob tomorrow. I would love to have you in the morning. We can find out how Arwen stabbed you in a parking lot. I have no Snickers now. She stole my Snickers bar. That'll be interesting. It was on Naboo too. Holy shit. Mac takes me out on daily walks, is completely docile around little kids and a complete coward when he sees people in hammocks. A great source of entertainment. Monty sharpens his claws on my gun case. Hell yeah. We love our animals. Mahogany's grabbing a train. I hate missing my train. Where's it from? Who said that? I know it was Mario Van Peebles. I think it was in Highlander Renegade or whatever. I don't know. Whatever that one was called. Final Dimension. I hate missing my train. Whatever it was. Arwen shanks Stig over a Snickers. I believe it. Snicker bars are dangerous, man. We were going on a summer vacation in New Braunfels one year. And me and my aunt were in the back fighting over a Snickers bar, and the van was rocking as it was going down the road because we were fighting over a stupid Snickers bar. Holy shit. Pinkertons always run on time. Snickers bars are dangerous. Beware the Snickers bar. But don't worry, guys, don't worry about it. That's the thing. You can't worry about getting canceled. And everyone who does is just reinforcing this behavior that you can throw a fit and just get what you want. You can throw a fit and get what you want. That's freaking boring. That is the most boring crap. You can lie and you can throw a fit and you can act like an idiot and get what you want that way. How childish is that? What happens when reality bites? That's a question I want answered. What happens when reality bites? What happens when no amount of throwing fits, lying, cursing, doing whatever gets you what you want? Imagine this, okay? And this is what I've said from day one. Imagine you're at like a rally, right? Let's say you're at a LGBTQ plus minus negative 20 rally, and you get arrested for throwing something through a window, right? And you cry and you plead, and the weebs get you out. And you don't have to worry about your sentence or anything like that. What happens when that's not the way it is anymore? What happens when you throw a fit and you act like an absolute idiot and there's no one there to bail you out? And there's no one there to say, you know what, we feel sorry for you, and we're going to let you off this time. What happens when you have to face the music? What happens when you don't get your way just because you're throwing a fit and crying about it? They've taught this. They have taught this behavior. This behavior is something that is learned. It's environmental. It's not genetic. They can throw their hands up and stomp their feet and say it's genetic all they want to. This behavior is learned. It's learned behavior. It's no matter what happens, I can get my way and things can be how I want them to be. Whether it's real or not, whether it's imaginary or not, whether it's absolutely fucking whacked out bonkers or not, they have learned to go, this is the way it is and it's my way and it's always going to be my way. People raised to be tone deaf will never be capable of facing the music. But they will have to face it. That's the thing, Stig. They are going to have to face it one day. They are going to have to deal with being told no. You see, right now, you've got a lot of leeway because of all this ESG shit and the social credit and all of this shit. You've got all this extra stuff right now because companies are going out of their way to go, yes, we're woke. Fly those pride flags. Let's take our logo and rainbow it because we want to look like this. We're forcing change. Something that BlackRock and all the rest of them will sit there and talk about is this forcing change thing. We were already on their way there. See, that's the thing. And that's what this whole thing is about. We were already on our way there. It just wasn't fast enough for them. It's the exact same thing when you talk about comic book characters and why they're changing comic book characters instead of making their own. You know, it's funny. You look at the Spider-Gwen thing and they talk about, oh, well, she'd be the first spider, the first Spider-Gwen, or the trans spider person, whatever. That's not true. That is absolutely, positively not true. They're just making that stance so they can get their way. They're just saying, oh my God, this is the way it is because we want this person. Absolutely not true. The first Spider-Man that was like that is Charlotte Weber, Sun Spider. She was also wheelchair bound. But why settle for that when you could have Spider-Gwen, which is so much more popular? See, this is the thing. They don't want characters that were created for them. Fuck those characters. Those characters aren't popular. No one cares about them. Oh my, what are we talking about here? Tim, you can tie me. If you can tie someone up in your basement long enough, you can. Oh my God. Basement. I don't, Nope. We've had enough of that with the hashtag Kurt shit. Andy Masterson, you can deny reality, but you can't deny the consequences of ignoring reality. Right there. Oh my, that's what we were talking about. Holy shit. Who do you have tied up in your basement? Yeah. No. We're not going there. We're not doing that. Six said, a friend told me that. Stig Kenobi, the reason why they can't create original characters is due to narcissism. Every character they make is a self-insert. It's a call. I am interesting. This should be about me. Self-absorbed writers. And he's absolutely right, too. He's absolutely right. This should be about me. I should be represented here. I'm the one making the comic. It should be about me. Everybody has let out the F word in front of their parents at some point as a kid, but some folks just come out with dementing shit because they think it's impressive to their so-called mates. That's true, too. Any good DC and Marvel books left? The Dark Tower. I'm reading through the comic books now. So Dark Tower by Marvel. I like them a lot. So I just got the last book I needed to complete my hardback collection. So it is also why they throw tantrums about I'm not represented in this. Change it for me. So in the DC fandom, I think it was the one before last. They talked about having to make change quickly and why it's important to represent characters with characters that everyone knows, because creating a new character might not work and it might not take off. But if you change a current character, if you change a current character to the way you want them to be, if you give the illusion of it being this type of character, you can bait them into buying merchandise and buying comics. Isn't that something? We're going to bait you by giving you the illusion that this is the way it is and wanting you to believe that this is the way it is. There's a new Conan the Barbarian comic run happening. First one is out in a few weeks. Looks really good. Yes, that is very true too. Stick Kenobi is absolutely right. New Conan Barbarian coming. So I just bought a whole shitload run of, what was it? The Hyborian something. It was a Hyborian something. It was like 50 comics. I got the whole run. Tied up in the basement. I got to pay extra for that June Wong. Man, stop paying for it. You're better than that. You're better than that, brother. Stop paying for it. You don't got to pay for it. Make them pay you. Shit. Baby, this is so good. You're going to be paying me after we're done. Oh, really? Yes, really. Get them to pay you. Thank you, June Wong, for that $2 super chat. This one's just for you, my friend. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
Not spending what little money I have on anything I consider a societal dead end. That's exactly what all this DEI, ESG bullshit is. A dead end. I absolutely agree with you. Why is it? Why? Because the fad will be over. This fad will not continue and it will be over. And these people that have gotten their way all of this time, that it's like, gimme, 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 mine, 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 my way, my way, my way, will be left sitting there wondering what in the hell happened. And I will have zero pity for them when it does, because they have acted like absolute children. And I have absolutely no pity. There's a lot of absolutely's in that, but that's the way it is. Less than 1% of the population needs to be represented. What happened to majority rules? It does not matter anymore. It does not matter. It's just like the customer doesn't matter. Customer's always right. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now we need that 1% to buy our products. And we have to be socially approved. The customer does not matter anymore. They will straight up tell you that. The customer does not matter anymore. This is what we were talking about Tuesday with Mike, this dreamland that some of these companies are in, that it's like we have a responsibility to this social score, and we have a responsibility to the environment instead of a responsibility to our shareholders and our CEOs and bosses to do our jobs. Now we need to represent all of this other stuff. That's all that matters. I found it very interesting in an article, I believe it was in the New York Times the other day, about how this new generation that's coming into the workforce does not care how much they get paid, does not care what kind of working hours they have waiting for them. All they care about is what a company stands for. That is the majority of what they care about, is what a company stands for. What do you think's going to happen with all these companies that are tripping over themselves when this next generation goes, I don't really care. I want to get paid. I want to get paid. I want to have a good life. I want to provide for my family. This is what I want. These are the things I want. And they don't give a shit about any of this bullshit that's going on. What do you think's going to happen? After these companies have tripped all over themselves, have ruined IPs, have set themselves on fire so that they can be considered good companies. What do you think is going to happen when that it ends and it doesn't matter anymore? It's called narcissism if you have to see yourself in everything. That's when business acts and thinks like a government. They need to be put in their place. Desperately. Well, see, it's funny because what we were talking about the other day, these companies getting funding from the government. It's not just BlackRock. It's not just these banks. It's not just banker's paradise. We're living in a banker's paradise right now. They are killing small businesses. This ESG shit is killing small businesses. Businesses are going out of business. Why? Because they're funding businesses based on the color of people's skins instead of what's going to work and what's not. Because they see that as fighting social injustice. So imagine this. We're going to go with this real quick. This is really simple. We'll explain this. Arwen is a beautiful redheaded white lady who has this awesome idea for the kitchen spanner. It's the ultimate fork that can fork sausage from across the room, all kinds of cool shit. This thing looks amazing. And she has spent years working on the kitchen wrangler or whatever the hell we're calling it, the ultimate fork, right? Then you've got Arlena. Okay. Now Arlena has got the crappiest page turner thing that breaks all the time and doesn't, but Arlena has 3 POCs that work for her and need to have jobs in a business. Now this item that Arlena wants to sell is very low quality and yada yada yada. You get the idea. The bank goes with Arlena just because she's got 3 POCs that are working for her. That's it. Arwen has this wonderful item, but because she's a redheaded white lady, they're not going to give her money just because she's a redheaded white lady. But that's your social equality. That's things leveling out for you. That's the way they want it. Too many white people have had too many opportunities. So that's just the way it is. That's the way they want it. That's racist. Well, it is, but they don't care anymore. They don't care if it is or not. That's their version of equality and equity. Oh, I own a crappy business. Yes. Just as an example. Arlena. Not you, personally. I would never say that. That's the way they're running things. Doesn't matter what kind of good you have. Doesn't matter whether you'll take off like gangbusters and change the entire face of business. They don't want that. They want you doing what they want you to do. And the only way that that'll work is if it's their way. Eventually, this is all going to come crashing down. And it's better not be a golden fork. Whoever gets it, Arwen is going to steal it back. That's right. So. The future is in quality made sporks. That's right. 6 has got it. 6 has got it. And it doesn't matter what good ideas you have. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to do something new. They're still going to try and get rid of you. They're still going to try and get rid of you. And they're still going to try and make you feel like you're not worthy. You can't listen to that. At the end of the day, it's not worth listening to. You do you. You do you. Don't worry about any of these other peeps. How many times have I said that in the past 4 years? Don't worry about it. You know how many people have tried to come after me? You know, there was a guy that threatened to sue me. He was like, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I was like, bring it on, bitch. Bring it on. I'll have your channel. I'll own your channel. By all means, bring it on. By all means, come and get some. I would love to see you try. There was another guy. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to ruin your reputation. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Oh, by all means, go ahead and run your mouth. Go ahead and run your mouth to everybody and go to everybody and spend all that energy trying to get rid of me while I continue to kick ass, take names, chew bubblegum, and go live Monday through Friday every week. By all means, waste your time running around in circles trying to take me out. Have fun. Have fun trying. You know, you never know where it's going to come from. You never know. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. 6. Thank you. 6. Go ahead and try to take Loki's channel because his chat will follow him wherever he goes. Thank you, 6. That makes me smile. Thank you, 6. At the end of the day, don't live in fear. That's what they want. They want you living in fear. Oh my God, what are they going to take away next? Oh my God, how are they going to come after me next? Oh my God, they're going to cancel me. Oh my God, what are people going to think? I know a guy that went out and made himself look like an absolute ass. This guy did something totally stupid. I mean, it was the stupidest of the stupid and made him look like an absolute ass. And I asked him, I said, how long do you think it's going to take before people figure this out? And he said, they aren't unless you are going to go tell them. And I was like, I'm not going to have to. People aren't stupid. They'll figure it out on their own. Welcome to App Loki's Mornings of Mischief and Shipbuilding. Nice. And it wasn't a Dega. It wasn't a Dega. He said, I only did it once, Loki. It wasn't a Dega who said that. Somebody else. It was somebody else. And the audience is smart, man. You never, ever treat your audience like they are dumb. Ever. Wasn't Daryl either. He would never do that. He would never treat his audience like they're dumb. I don't know. I've seen a lot of shit since I started here. And this has kind of turned into almost like a YouTube talk. I didn't mean it to. I didn't mean it to turn into like a YouTube talk. It's just kind of naturally gone that way. But I'm certifiable. Daryl is the best. Daryl's absolutely great. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the BackTube, make sure you're subscribed to the BackTube. That is one of the most underrated, undersubbed channels. If anybody should be over 1,000 already, it is Daryl the Derelict. And I'm not saying that because I think the BackTube needs to be monetized. I'm saying that because Daryl deserves the support and the love. And I get sometimes we look at what we're doing and we have that question. Am I doing the right thing? Am I going in the right direction? Am I following the right plan? Is it even my plan? I get sometimes those questions come up. You know, when I almost did the radio thing, I had the question, should I be doing this? Should I be going this way? And I didn't want to change everything. It's not that I'm afraid of change. You know, change happens and it should be natural. The show over the past 4 years has changed, but those changes have been natural. It's been like a progression. It's been an evolution. When you're in the military, one of the things you learn about is evolution. There's evolutions and revolutions. And you can't force that. When you force it, that's when issues start to pop up and you start to get unhappy and you start to be like, why did I get into this in the first place? Why did I start doing this? I've never had to go back and really ask myself, why did I start this? I've never really had to go back and look at that because I know it's never left. It's never changed. I know why I started this. I know why I'm here. I know what the point of it all has been. But sometimes you lose that. You lose that focus. And that's okay. That's okay, because coming back and finding it, that's important too. Ignoring that can be the biggest problem. Oh, well, I'm going to go here and I'm going to brown nose this person and I'm going to do this and I'm going to kiss this person's ass and I'm going to have my nose up this person's ass and yada, yada, yada. And it stops being what it started out as and starts to become how much clout can I gain from this and how much money can I get. Suddenly, it's not about the fun. It's not about the adventure. It's not about building something that's unique. It's about money. It's about claim to fame. And it's about how big your head is when you walk in the door to where you can't even fit in the room. Loki DMs check now. Okay. I'm going there. Don't forget, Arlena is Daryl's co-host. Yes, I know that. I would never forget that. I said Backtube. Backtube includes Arlena. The Backtube should be at over 1,000. I know that. I would never forget that. Arlene is just as important as Daryl. I get that. I'm not tripping. Thumbs up and laugh. Oh shit. But it should. It should. And it's not the monetization. It's not why I'm saying that. It's the in-house recognition that we are on the right track. We are doing what we need to do. It's that knowledge and the self-assurance that, and they are. That's what I'm trying to say, is that with Daryl and Arlena, they are doing the right thing. People are so quick to tell you you're not doing it the right way. I want to tell you something. And it's something that this guy right here has figured out in spades. It's something that this guy right here he's seen it for what it is. It's not about how fast you get subscribers. It's not about how many subscribers you have in the tank. It's not about any of that. It's not about how much money you made on your last freaking live stream. It's about the love and the care and the fun you put in and get out of it. That's what it's about. So when I say that I wish that the Backtube had this reassurance that yes, it's doing the right thing. I wish it did, because they are doing the right thing. Oh, but Loki, blah blah blah. They whatever. Someone told me yesterday. They said 3 weeks ago I had 640 something subscribers. Now I have 620 something. I've lost almost 20 subscribers in the past 3 weeks. And I said, look, are you continuing to do what you set out to do? And they said, yes. And I said, are you having fun? And they said, yes. And I said, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. It's all that should matter. And I understand with some people it doesn't. I understand that. I understand. Oh my God, we just hit 35,000. We just hit 36,000, y'all. We just hit 37,000. We got to celebrate every 1,000 we get. We got to celebrate every time we get 1,000 views. If that's what they need to reassure them that they are important, by all means, let them have it. Let them have it. If that's what they think they need to feel important, let them have it and let them enjoy it. We might not think along the same lines. We may not see things the same way. But if that's what they need, if that's the reassurance they need in their life, fuck it. If money's what matters, let them have it. They want to celebrate every 1K views, let them celebrate every 1K views. They want to do that, that's up to them. You do you. Remember that. Because that's what's important. You do you. You be you. And screw changing because someone thinks you need to. If you want to, do it. Change has come to Mornings of Mischief gradually over the course of 4 years. Things have changed. That's true. But they have changed gradually and they have changed naturally. Just like our subscriber base has changed naturally. There is no injection of bullshit here on this channel. There is no grief and horseshit on this channel. There is no bullshit in Valhalla. That's the way it is. That's the way it's going to be. Because that's the way we set it out to be from the very beginning. We don't need pity crap. We don't need bullshit. We don't need fake subs. We don't need fake views. We don't need horse shit. We don't need to be like anybody else. We don't have to be like geeks and gamers. We don't have to go and study the algorithm for ins and outs and this and that and become masters of blah, blah, blah. We just keep doing what we do. We will get there. We will get to our goal. What's our goal? Our goal is 10 years of Mornings of Mischief. That's our goal. If we're at 20,000 subs or 200,000 subs or whatever, when we hit that 10 years, we will be. If we're not, we did what we set out to do. Did we fail? Let's say we're at 10,000 subscribers in 10 years. Did we fail? Did we fail at anything? No. We did 10 years of content. And that makes us mighty, ladies and gentlemen. That makes us mighty because we did what we set out to do. Technically, in a way, I've already done that. I said in the very beginning, I want to get Dave Bob on a panel. I want Dave Bob to be a part of this because I absolutely loved his take on stuff. I knew Dave Bob before I started the show. I want Dave Bob on a panel because he told Tom over at Midnight's Edge, he goes, nope, I ain't never going to be doing the YouTubes or da-da-da. And Tom was like, you have an awesome voice, brother. I say, you've got an awesome voice there, Dave Bob. And I was like, I want to get Dave Bob on a show. I knew Tom before I ever started my channel. I talked to Tom before I ever started my channel. There's a bunch of OG people around here that I knew before I ever started my channel. I wanted to meet some people, and all that's been done. I wanted to have a real life conversation with a group of people. Gary, which I've done, which I'll do again. Jeremy, which I've done, which I'll do again. Jeff from World Class Bullshitters, which I'm done, which I hope I get to do again. Jeff was great. His girl is absolutely great. And Ethan Van Skyber, which I've done. I don't know if I'll ever get to do that again or not. But I did that. That was my original goal. That's all I started out wanting to do. It wasn't until the first year that I said, I want to do 10 years of this. I want to do 10 years of Mornings of Mischief. That's what I want to do. I want to do 10 years of Mornings of Mischief. Now you might ask yourself, Loki, why did you say you had to talk to these people? Because I loved the High Council back in the day. And the High Council introduced me to a lot of people. If it wasn't for the High Council, there's a lot of people I wouldn't know today. So the OG High Council introduced me to so many people. I would have never met Tom from Midnight's Edge. I would have never met Six. I would have never met a lot of you people if I didn't know about the original High Council from back in the day. So no matter what anyone feels about Ethan or Jeff or Jeremy, no matter what anybody feels about Gary, I owe these people, because if it wasn't for them, I probably would have never had the guts to take the step. World-class bullshitters, yes. Tim Hayes, yes, you're damn right. Jeff from World-class bullshitters. If it wasn't for the OG High Council, I might not know a lot of you people, and I might have never taken this step. A life debt, kind of. Honestly, and he'll be embarrassed as shit. And I'll say this, and I found Midnight's Edge through Ethan. That opened the floodgates. Yeah, if it wasn't for Xanadu, I'd have never met Tom Six, because I actually got to talk to Tom. Tom was at a bunch of the round tables. And I actually got to talk to Tom backstage a couple of times and hang out with him. And I thought he was really cool. So I wouldn't know Tom if I hadn't done a lot of that. But I honestly, guys, it comes down to one thing. One big thing. Yes, I would have never started the channel if it wasn't for being inspired by certain people in the community. I would not be here right now talking to all of you if it wasn't for Mike. If it wasn't for Mexican Iron Man. That first year was almost impossible to get through. Everything was stacked against me. And it was stacked against me on purpose. It was stacked against me on purpose. And this right here is what we call paying it forward. That's what we call paying it forward. I love that. I love that. Arwen was on YouTube one day and saw the Loki thing and was like, I wonder what this is all about. And she had no idea the absolute whirlwind that was in store for her. What is this Mornings of Mischief? Oh, I love that. Thank you, Arwen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Mexican Iron Man. He's probably not even listening to this. But that first year was almost impossible to get through. And if it wasn't for Mike and a lot of you, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be living in a broken down car somewhere. So I know where my allegiances lie. I know where my allegiances lie, and I know who to thank. So guys, thank you so very much for being who you are, for being here. Family. 10 years of fun, 10 years of inspiration, 10 years of passion, 10 years of being the best artist channel I can be. That's a goal to work at. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. And love to everybody. Thank you, Machini. Thank you, Machini. Thank you, Arwen. Chris Persia. Boosh! Six. Thank you all. Arlena. Thank you guys so very much. Seriously. I know the end of this hasn't quite been the the rage-inducing, oh my God, eye-popping rant you guys expected, but it's not even a rant. It's your 14 channel anniversary is next month. And see, most people don't even know that. They think, oh, well, Mornings of Mischief's been around like 3 or 4 years. You have no idea how long the channel's been around and how long I've been working at, I don't know. I didn't even consider it work. It was just kind of like a hobby. It was a little hobby, a little Star Trek hobby channel. It was a little Star Trek hobby channel. I made Star Trek music videos that were fun. That's what I did. And they never got any attention. I loved making them, but they never got any attention. And Zombie Box Reviews, thank you. A lot of love. God bless you. God bless all y'all. God bless Mexican Iron Man, Snowdub, The Backtube, Jester, Arlena, Arwen, Six. All of you so much. All of you guys. Everybody out there, thank you. Guys, be great. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And Adeg and I should be back tonight for 7 Kinds of Mischief. See you guys then.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.